Hello again, fellow writers, and Merry Christmas! In honor of this Christmas season, I have a very special video blog that I am very excited about because it incorporates three of my favorite things: writing, cookies, and shelter. And hopefully it'll make up for the fact that I haven't video blogged in like 4 or 5 weeks. So without further ado, today's video blog is about how writing a house is like building a book. Or, wait. Now, I know what you're thinking. What? But when I'm in the middle of writing a novel, and everything I write starts reading like crap, it helps to think of the novel writing process as like building a house. There are certain steps that have to come before others, such as, I can't decorate the walls until I put the walls together, but I can't put the walls together until I get the walls, and I can't edit everything to perfection until I write everything. So, in other words, it's Christmas time, I have a Santa hat on, and who doesn't love metaphors?
Feliz Navidad.
When writing a novel, it's important to start with the foundation. What's your story going to be about? Where is it going to take place? What will the protagonist's favorite color be? This is just where you narrow in on one idea, just to get the juices flowing. The next few steps will differ for some people. Are you an outline writer, or are you a jump right in kind of writer? If you're a jump right in kind of writer, well, then jump right in. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to go with the outline mindset.
Feliz Navidad.
This step involves character mapping, world creating, story outlining, basically all of the instructions that you'll use once you start writing your story.
Feliz Navidad.
Once you have all the pieces of your story in place, you begin writing the first draft. Now, the first draft is generally just the bare essentials of your story. All the intricate subplots tend to come later. And being the bare walls of your story, it's not as aesthetically pleasing as the final draft will be, lacking any of the breathtaking description or exciting monologues that the finished piece will have.
Feliz Navidad.
Every so often, a story comes along that is so fully formed, it stands on its own after just the first draft. Don't bet on this. Second draft. Third draft.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad.
When you get a draft that finally stands on its own and feels like a fully formed novel, it's time to move on to the most exciting stage: editing! In this stage, you get to tweak all those monologues, add more of those brilliant descriptions, get rid of those unnecessary characters, and polish your manuscript into a fully formed novel.
Feliz Navidad.
This is the revising step, one of the last and final steps before you can sit back and admire your finished work. Any last tweakings going here? One last reinforcement of the walls. Edit.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
Once you've come to a point where you can no longer tweak your novel or add anything to it or take anything away, which may take 3 or 4 more steps depending on how stubborn your characters are, you've come to the end. Congratulations, you've finished your novel. So sit back, relax, and revel in the fact that you've done something most people don't even attempt to do. You've built a novel. And you'll have icing in your fingernails until next Christmas.
I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas.